Triston, when you're able to induce that many swings and misses, just does that mean everything's working, or is it one thing in particular that you can work on?
I felt that kind of early on, they ambush a lot of strikes early, and that just kind of gives me almost an insight as into their game plan in terms of like they're going to try and hit me early or just try and hit a lot of strikes so that they don't get deep into counts. And then kind of once I saw how my fastball was working, they weren't necessarily putting it in play super hard early in counts. So I was trying to establish that and then work my off-speed stuff late.
So like, because the first inning might not have gone the way you wanted, something clicks where it's like that could actually play into the game plan.
Yeah, I mean, I think my stuff looked good in the first inning. I think it was just a little sluggish. I think my feel was a little down, and the Pollock hit was kind of like a weak single. And I gave up a couple hard hits, but I felt like I kind of spaced them out, and it was more just once I established my heater early and I was ahead of guys, I was able to just get out of the zone with my off speed.
Dugout like whenever you guys are starting to do come back yet again, the rally seems to be starting again. It's just like, all right, here we go again.
I mean, I feel like you can almost feel that air of tension throughout the whole stadium, especially when we get into tight games late like that. I think the energy in the dugout almost is tenfold when we have big guys up in that spot. Once we get the lead with Rosario up, and then Hosey comes up, I think it's just another level. And then Naylor comes up and it's another level. And then Jimenez comes up and it's another level. And then they have a pitching change and then Oscar comes up and then the whole stadium singing SpongeBob. I think it's like you get to a certain point in the game where the fans can feel the energy. We can kind of feel that we're on the cusp of something and we just go out there and play.
How important was your curveball tonight, Triston?
I think I did a good job of establishing it early and just letting them know that I was going to throw it. And I think that kept them off the heater, and I think vice versa. I think they respected the heater enough that when I got late in the counts, they were looking heater and they weren't necessarily on the curveball.
You looked really excited when you struck out the last two guys coming off the mound. What were you screaming into your glove?
It was a long woo. But I mean, I knew going into the seventh that I already matched my season high. So it was more just me going out there trying to get some outs. And once I got the first one, I was pretty pumped up about it. I talked to myself in my glove. And then once I got the last one, I was really excited.
Does this feel like a big series? Like,
Every single time we play them, I'm not going to say it, but we don't like the White Sox over here.
Why is it?
We don't like the White Sox. We don't like the Tigers. We don't like the Royals, and we don't like the Twins.
Anybody in the division?
Anybody in the division. Anybody that has an opportunity to knock us out of first place. And those games really, really mean something, especially when we're playing in division, moving into late in the season. We want all these games.
Does being in so many close games all season long kind of set you up for being in this stretch run and being in the position where you're a game up and maybe a game out in such a close division race?
I think so. I think like playing in games like this consistently, it just mentally prepares us for when we get down in the seventh and we're down 2 runs. There's no quitting us. We know that we've done this before from April, and we're just excited to do it in August. Hopefully, moving forward.
Thanks.
Thank you.